everyone knows the oil business in Venezuela has been a bust, a total bust for a long period of time. They were pumping almost nothing by comparison to what they could have been pumping and what could have taken place. We're going to have our very large United States oil companies, the biggest anywhere in the world, go in, spend billions of dollars, fix the badly broken infrastructure, the oil infrastructure, and start making money for the country. And we are ready to stage a second and much larger attack if we need to do so. So we were prepared to do a second wave if we needed to do so. We actually assumed that a second wave would be necessary, but now it's probably not. The first wave, if you'd like to call it that, the first attack was so successful, we probably don't have to do a second, but we're prepared to do a second wave, a much bigger wave, actually.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Habakkuk. I would also like to give a double honors unto the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone that do rule well, that have taught me this truth. And I would also like to say a sincere shalom unto the hopeful elect, unto the scattered elect, unto the brothers, the men that are prophesying, laboring in this truth and in this doctrine. Unto you I say shalom. They covet fields and take them by force. All right, and this is nothing more than another example of what Esau Edom, the so-called white man, all right, through his military prowess, through his deception, has been doing ever since he got back into power. Okay, after the Byzantine Empire and the deadly wound was healed. All right, and that we're in that fourth beast was came back as America, and that's why all they did is pillage the earth, rape, rob, and murder the entire planet. And this is nothing more than an example, but the timing of it is right on, because we're in the end time prophecies. All right, where this devil will reveal himself to the world, and the world is seeing. Okay, if they could do that to Venezuela, these other countries, these other smaller countries that may not have a military prowess like a Russia, like a China, like a Iran, or have nuclear capabilities like a North Korea, then they're going to do the same thing. If they have a certain natural resource that America wants, they're going to take it. Okay, and everyone's seeing the world is watching. Okay, I saw a post a brother posted from the I believe it was the president of Cuba that was in so many words was obviously against what's taking place in Venezuela right now. All right, and you got a lot of puppet leaders that set up, and that's all they're trying to do. It wasn't about the drug trafficking. It wasn't about establishing democracy and Maduro as a dictator. It was about the oil, the natural resource. Okay, and Venezuela has more oil reserve than all the Middle East. All right, then Saudi Arabia, then Iran, then Iraq. Okay, and of course America being the bully on the block, they're going to go take it. All right, and they try to use certain ways to try to manipulate and put a puppet leader in there. And when the deception doesn't work, what does this devil do? They revert back to their blessing, which is a sword. So let me start with that scripture I quoted. Excuse me, Micah 2 and I'm gonna just start at the top. Where is it? Micah 2, and I'm gonna start at the top. The point is in verse 2. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands. This devil has ultimate power right now. He has ultimate authority over the earth, to rule the earth, given to him by the Most High. All right, where he would have a time to rule, and we're at the end of his rulership. Okay, as he's, like I said, he's being revealed to the world. All right, for a long time, everyone, this devil has hid himself under his democracy, under his democracy and other different philosophies that he's given to the world to make it seem like he's the good guy. He's there to help. He's there to lend a helping hand. He's there to be a crutch that these countries can lean on. But they're seeing that he's a devil. All right, devil going in. Then the word devil means deceiver. Okay, or false accuser. All right, verse 2. They covet fields and take them by violence, and houses, and they take them away. They oppress a man and his house, even a man in his heritage. Okay, and that's plain. Okay, they covet fields. All right, they take them by violence. All right, that's like I said, they go back when all else fails. They're going to revert to what they know best. That's the sword. And they didn't. They had Venezuela surrounded by naval ships. All right, they put they closed their airspace where no one could fly over. So they basically trapped them in all, of course, by the sea, and all the other countries that surrounded Venezuela. I believe it's Ecuador. I forgot the other country. I mean, maybe Paraguay or Uruguay. They're not gonna. They hands is tied. They can't do nothing, or America gonna bring them smoke. Okay, but hey, this devil's being revealed. All right, and all these nations are waking up, and they're eventually going to have to make an alliance with either the beast, all right, NATO and the EU, or they're going to have to make an alliance with the foes of the NATO and the EU, align themselves with the BRICS nations, Russia, China, Iran, okay, what's the other one? India, South America, Brazil, all right, and don't think, and then Esau has a lot of puppet leaders set up. Okay, but like I said, everyone's going to have to make a choice eventually. All these countries, all these world leaders, these different presidents, prime ministers, they're going to have to make a choice. All right. Let me grab this. Job 9 and verse 24. It reads, "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?" Okay, the earth is given into this devil's hand. If it's not Esau, Edom, the so-called white man doing this, who is it? Okay, you can't blame this on the Chinese. You can't blame this on Russia. Okay, you can't blame this on Kim Jong Un in North Korea. Okay, you can't blame this on rebel terrorists. They're trying to say that Maduro was a dictator and all. The world sees that's lies. Okay, the people in Central and South America they see that as lies. Okay, and they're going in there to set up infrastructure to basically take all their oil. All right, and thinking that and to make the world think that they're gonna give money back to the country. They ain't giving shit back to them. They're gonna have BP, Chevron, all these big oil companies go over there, set up shop, and make money. Okay, and this devil not through. All right, Trump already mentioned something about Mexico, and various other countries they are thinking about invading. Greenland was one of them. So this devil is everywhere where he don't need to be. All right, that's his mo. That's how he gets down. Okay, he's a keep what is it? Let me get it. Habakkuk 2. And this devil is doing nothing but setting himself up to receive the judgment that he deserves. Okay, his sins has to reach the heavens. Okay, for the Lord to issue that judgment, and the judgment is going to fit the crime. All right, this is Habakkuk 2:2. "And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry. Wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry." The visions are the prophecies. They're coming to pass. They're not tarrying. Okay, Yahawashi said, "For my words are faithful and true." All right, they're coming to pass right before our eyes. And it's a lot of jakes out there that used to be in the truth, or call themselves in the truth, that think the Lord is delaying His coming. All right, where they saying you may have 1,000 years, you may have 20 years. They're not hastening unto the day of Yahawashi. They're not watching for prophecy. Okay, verse 4: "Behold, his soul which is lifted up." His soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. Okay, we know this devil is not right. All right, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. He gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. It says he's a proud man, neither keepeth at home. He can't stay. He basically damn near runs the whole world. but he has to have everything. This devil wants to go to space. He cannot be satisfied. He gathereth unto himself all nations. He can't. He has an insatiable appetite of blood. Okay, he can't be satisfied. All right. He's not, I'm gonna get that scripture in Ezekiel. What is it? 37. And he's not satisfied. 35. I believe it's not. He's not satisfied with blood. He's not even. After blood is shed, he's not still not satisfied. Okay. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is that which is not his. How long? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, and that thick clay is dead. Okay, the Hebrew word is ibatya. All right, where he goes around and makes all these deals but never pays up. It's like someone just maxing out credit cards here left and right, and then when they maxed out, he don't pay the bill. He just get a new batch. That's what this devil does. Okay, he lives off the debt of the people, and he puts himself in more debt. Okay, and all these nations are eventually going to come up against Babylon. Okay, for all their wickedness, and this is just to add on to the list of them going to pillage from different lands, poppy fields in the Middle East, and various coveting after various other natural resources like cobalt, lithium, all these natural resources that are valuable to the earth, that this devil takes from the earth. All right, and helps destroy the earth. Well, really destroys the earth, pretty much. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them? Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's bloods, and for violence of the land, of the city, and all that dwell therein. That's showing the recompense that's going to come upon amongst Esau. All right, because you spoil many nations, these nations are eventually going to spoil you. All right, through once we come into this world's war, and it's clear that was where we're moving towards. Okay, because Russia is not going to back down in Ukraine, and China is not going to back down over in Taiwan. All right, you can call it a conflict. It's pretty much a slaughtering. Is going to continue over there in Gaza by the small hats until someone eventually steps in. Okay, but the world is pretty much at a small world's war right now. All right, it's just the major players ain't really stepped up to the plate and got deep into this. All right. Woe to them that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. Like his devil thinks that he's going to escape the destruction. Okay, he covets unto himself all these resources, all the people, the everything, and attempts to escape his judgment. He hath consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and has sinned against thy soul. For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. Woe unto him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity. And that's what he's done here in Babylon. That's what he's done in these several different countries where they have military bases, they have embassies. All right, they build up their infrastructure through bloodshed. Okay, and establish a town, a city through iniquity. All right, sin upon sin, wickedness. Behold, it is not of the Lord Yahawah of hosts, that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall weary themselves for very vanity. For the earth is filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, and the waters shall cover the sea. Woe to him that giveth his neighbor drink, and putteth the bottle to him, and maketh him drunken also, that may look on their nakedness. And that's what Babylon, through their philosophies, has spread throughout the world. They have spread democracy. They have spread LGBT. They have spread women's rights. All right, and then when they go over there and they establish this wickedness, all right, and they look back, and while the leaders of these people, of these various countries, they look and they say, our people are destroyed. Why do we make a deal with America to allow this? And then America sits back and they laugh. They mock them. Okay? I'll stop at 16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be upon thy glory. And this is they're being revealed. The foreskin being uncovered is them being revealed, excuse me, in the last days. All right, this the violent man, okay, is being revealed to the world. Okay, this isn't, and they're not, they're not shying away from it. Okay, but you have a lot of these Babylonians, a lot of these Americans that are really not with this. A lot of Americans are like they know what this is eventually going to lead to. It's going to lead to war. Okay, and it may not happen this year, but eventually, hey, it could happen this year at the same time. All right, this is Psalms 140 and 1. Deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischief in their hearts continually. Are they gathered together for war? All right, that's in this devil's heart, war. Okay, and eventually this is going to lead to war. All right, and they think that they're so-called, they're conquering of various nations, and they think they're going to get away with it because ain't no one could ever bring them down because they haven't been brought down thus far. Okay, but these nations are mounting up to do just that. All right. Let me grab this. Psalms 73. Let me see. I think the point is I want to get is I'll start at verse 6. Psalm 73 and 6. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covereth them as a garment. They're prideful because they feel like they're untouchable. Okay, no one on earth can judge them, and in their mind, they think that the Heavenly Father can't judge them either. Their eyes stand out with fatness. All right, that's their covetousness. All right, that's covetous spirit that they have. They have more than their heart could wish. They have what more do you need? You own countries. All right, you run all these industries. You got the money. You got the people. What more do you want? They want it. They want to be like unto the Most High ultimately. And I'm gonna get that in 2 Thessalonians. They are corrupt. They speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully. There are people over there and are oppressed. Okay, why the fuck can't Venezuela just mind their business and govern their people? Why the hell does America got to step in and say, oh, you're doing it wrong, or you're not taking the full advantage of your resources? Let us help you. And if they decline, oh, we don't need your help, they say, okay, we're gonna put these false charges against you, and then we're gonna invade you because we have the power to do it. All right, that's how this devil gets down, man. And you got bozo ass Israelites that want to save the devil. So you think this devil right here, these people, oh yeah, Trump's going to be on a chariot. Trump is can repent. Get the hell out of here, man. That's why the Lord's going to destroy you niggas faster than he's going to destroy these Edomites. Okay. What was I? They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth, spewing their bullshit. Therefore, the people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out on them. Okay, so let me get this. I don't want to make this too long, but 2 Thessalonians 2, speaking on their revealing, the Lord revealing them. It's actually 3. 2 Thessalonians. No, I think it is 2. Oh, shit. Yeah, 2 Thessalonians 2. And I'll just get straight to the point. Fuck it, I'll read. I'll start at 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Okay, the man, he's revealing himself. Okay, and of course through the spirit of Yahawashi, the prophets are revealing him, but he's showing the world that he's a devil. All right, who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he is as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is a power. All right, that's what he's showing right now. Like, hey, I'm all powerful. Who can stop me? All right, I went in here, took their oil. I'm gonna go over here and take this next. Remember ye not that when I was with you, I told you these things. For now for ye know that what would hold it, that he might be revealed in his time. We're in his time where there's a great revealing. All right, 30, 40, 50 years, 100 years ago, this devil was this devil, but he was wicked as hell, but he was still, everyone still, thought he was all right. But now those layers, the veil is being taken off, and the world can see. All right, this devil for what they really are. All right, to rape, rob, and murder. Okay, the thief cometh not to steal, kill, and destroy. This devil is that thief. For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And this devil doesn't think that he can be taken out of the way. He doesn't think that he can be removed. He think that his position is cemented forever. Okay, and then shall the wicked capitalized, all right, be revealed. The wicked is, go to Malachi 1:4. Whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth and destroy with the brightness of his coming. All right. So the wicked is being revealed. They're revealing themselves. All right. And excuse me, when they can't do it by deception, you can't do it by false false deals. What do they do it by? By the sword. They go back to what they know best. All right. So, hey, prophecy is coming to pass. This is only the third day. All right, fourth day now, but the third day when this happened. So, shit is moving fast here in 2026, and you got to keep your eyes open. All right, you got to be always on your watch because hey, do you think that how you think they'll do that to another country? Imagine what they'll do to the people here if they don't get down with this new world order. All right, so Lord willing, this lesson was edifying unto the elect, and I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Harakak Shalom.